I did not hit her. It's not true. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. As you can probably guess, I'm reviewing The Room today. And let me just say, this has taken the mantle for worst movie I have ever seen, but also the funniest movie I've ever seen. And The Room was written by, directed, produced, and stars Tommy Wiseau, which you can see his lovely mugshot cover here on the DVD. Yes, I own this piece of crap movie on DVD. And let me just read you the synopsis on the back for full effect. The Room is an electrifying American black comedy about love, passion, betrayal, and lies. It's what happens in real life. You could be with your loving woman, and all of a sudden, boom! She's in bed with your best friend or a family member. The Room depicts the depths of friendships and relationships in one's life, and realizes life's real and most asked question, can you ever really trust anyone? Are you ready to see reflections of your life? Doesn't that sound like a winning movie? Yes, this movie's terrible, guys, okay? First off, let's talk about the sex scenes in this movie. They're horrendous. It felt like I was watching some weird 80s porno film every time a sex scene came on. They always played some cheesy song, and it was just like, and just boob shots and ass shots and weird thrusting motions, and it was uncomfortable. I was watching it with my dad, and I was just like, this is mortifying. And it was so bad, guys. These sex scenes are so bad. They did not look real at all, and like I said, it looks like a weird 80s porno when you see these sex scenes. Also, the acting, the only one that appeared to be trying in this whole film was Greg Sestero, who plays Mark. Everyone else just phoned their lines in. Everyone said their lines in the same dictation, the same intonation. It was just, no one tried in this film. No one gave a crap, it looked like. And I'm pretty sure Tommy Wiseau gave a crap since he financed this movie himself, but it felt like no one gave a crap besides Greg Sestero. And I'd heard that this movie, you know, had bad acting and stuff, but this is really, really bad acting. But it's so bad it's funny. Seriously, I laughed at so many occasions, just at the delivery of the lines themselves. It was atrocious, okay? It's just atrocious. And they use the same locations over and over and over again in this film. The majority of the film takes place in Johnny and Lisa's apartment, and then there are some shots on the rooftop, which is so obvious that this rooftop, the backdrop of San Francisco, is just like a background they kind of pushed behind the set, or they kind of green screened it in. And for some reason, everyone in this movie likes to toss footballs around, and there are like 4 scenes of these guys just tossing a football around laughing, and then inexplicably one will fall down and get injured, and there's no point for these football scenes. I'm just like, what's with the football scenes? And also, Lisa, I really haven't mentioned the story because there's not much of a story in this film, but Lisa, Johnny's fiance, who is cheating on him with his best friend Mark, she is the brattiest woman ever. She is like a woman child. She acts like a teenager. And I'm just like, why do these 2 men want her so bad? And why it's Mark, who is really hot, by the way, why is he even dealing with her? She's just... Lisa's character drove me nuts, okay? She was just horrendous. I could bear Tommy Wiseau's character because his line delivery was funny. I'm sorry, it was. And Greg Sestero tried, but Lisa was just insufferable. Also, there was a scene where they introduced Denny, the next door neighbor that Johnny has kind of adopted as his kid. And me and my dad both swear that when he first enters his first scene, which is like one of the first scenes of the film, that they call him Larry, and then they go back and call him Denny. Can anyone else corroborate this? Because we both swear he said Larry, and then they called him Denny afterwards. But anyway, Denny is this weird kid that likes to come and visit Johnny and Lisa. He likes to watch them have sex. It's weird, and they just think it's funny. They're like, we love you so much, Denny. We love you. You're like our son. Oh my gosh. And also, they have these 2 neighbors that come to their apartment to have sex. Don't these neighbors have their own apartment to have sex in? Like, I don't understand this movie at all, guys. It's just, and the ending was just so tonally different from the rest of the film. But it was also really, really really bad the way they pulled it off. Oh my dear lord. This is seriously one of the worst movies I've ever seen. But I think it's changed my viewpoint on movies forever, because I think now I can really appreciate the work and effort put into films now. I appreciated it before, but now I just appreciate it even more. And I feel like if The Room can be released to the public to be seen, that anything can be achieved. Like, if you want to do something, I think you can do it if you put enough hard work and effort and you really want it, because The Room was made, it was released for everyone in the world to see. I'm just like, you can do anything you want now. Seriously, Alyssa. Like, you can achieve your dream. Seriously, The Room was made. Would I recommend you watch this movie? Unless you just want a serious laugh and you want to see one of the worst movies ever made, no. This is a terrible movie. The acting's terrible. The locations are terrible. Seriously, they used the same freaking shot of the Golden Gate Bridge like 5 times during this movie. And 2 of the sex scenes, it was the same exact footage. They reused the same footage for 2 of the sex scenes. Oh my dear lord. And this film feels like it was shot in the 80s, but it was actually made in 2003. This film is bad. It's really bad. But it's so bad it's funny. So I would not recommend The Room unless you want to have a good laugh and you really want to appreciate the hard work that goes into cinema. But if you're just a casual movie watcher, do not watch The Room. You'll hate it. Trust me. Trust me. It's bad. It's really bad. But I do say the rooftop scene is the best cure-all for anything. If you're sad, upset, sick, whatever, just watch the rooftop scene from The Room, which I quoted from at the beginning of this video. It makes everything better. So that is my review of The Room. People said I was too positive on this channel, so there you go, there's a negative review. Let me know if you've seen The Room down below in the comment box and what you thought about it. If you liked the video, leave me a like, share the video if you liked it or thought it was funny, because that would just make me happy and make me feel kind of validated for watching this movie in the first place. Also, if you liked what you've seen and heard, click my face over here, not this face, but this face, to subscribe to my channel. Also, make sure the bell, wherever it's located on your screen, is clicked, because that notifies you every time a new video of mine is uploaded. If you'd like to follow me on social media sites to see what I'm loving, hating, whatever, they're all listed in the description box down below. I love you guys so much. You're tearing me apart, Lisa! But you guys will never tear me apart. I love you. Thank you so much for watching, especially this review. Peace and kisses. Bye.